Make me be like a natural woman. What's up, Azamat? How you doing? So, a child too. There's more light in here. It's so dark. Let that be light. Whew. How am I feeling? I'm feeling better, Mark. It was a pretty, like I said, it was a minor cold. Like, I was just kind of stuffy. I'm still a little stuffy, but that's about it. Otherwise, I felt pretty decent. What's up? What was it? Tay B. What have we done today? I haven't trained today yet. I'm gonna train tonight. You train later. So today's like my rest from bodybuilding. So I'm gonna do some grip work. I feel like I've kind of stalled there a little bit, so I'm gonna try something a little new today. But what's up, Lyric? Try something a little new grip wise. I know it's not the most exciting, so thank y'all for following along. The grip work's not very exciting to watch. Just watch me stand up and sit there, but I think it's good. I'm trying to win that Reddit contest. Currently in third, I believe. So I kind of devised a way to do like what do you call them, wrist curls, both the way out in front of my hand to like, yeah, just overload a lot and really work on the grip, especially not just the forearm. So I'm gonna try some of those. I don't know if it'll actually work, but it works in my head at least. We'll see if it actually works. But smelly Negros. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh god damn it, got me again. Trolls are back. But let's see. That was a pretty good one actually. That was pretty good. It's horrible, but it was pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, so I devised a way to basically I've been watching some like arm wrestlers train recently and just watching what they do for their forearm strength and stuff. Where is someone knocking? No. Sorry, review. It's shit. There's my review. Would I smoke pot with Phil? I definitely would. I smoke weed with a lot of people. Not that I smoke very often, but I definitely smoke with Dorian Yates, and he's a big pothead. That'd be fun. Big proponent of marijuana use. So he'd be pretty fun to smoke with. Who else? Snoop Dogg. I smoke with Snoop Dogg. I don't know. Willie Nelson. Some of the Rolling Stones, maybe. I might do on that, yeah, probably. Do I think Alex is natty? Yeah. I don't really care about people's natty status. Yeah, I really don't spend too much time focusing on people who are if they're natty or not. He has a sister. I've never seen a sister. Would I smoke weed with Alan Thrall? I would. Food A? What does that mean? Which gym would I really like to train in? Westside Barbell I'd like to visit. Just for history's sake. Venice Beach Gold's Gym. Let's see. I've been to Jim Jones already. It's really the gyms. Metroflex, I guess. I don't know. I'd like to go to Brian Ulster's gym. He's a cool guy. Training for deadlifts without doing deadlifts. That's a bad idea. You're not gonna be very good at deadlifts probably then. Can I even deadlift 600? Probably. If I can fucking Vogelpole style ox lift 550, 600 deadlift shouldn't be too bad. Like an RDL 585, so. What do you week with Helen though? Conjugate method question mark? Sure. Not much. Like, do you think it's good? I'm asking. I think it's good. What? Do I floss? My muscles or teeth? Teeth. I should floss them more often, probably. I drink way too much coffee. My teeth are terrible. Oh shit. As a novice using Eric's advice, I'm maxing press and row every other day. What should I work up to for rep range? Is 6 rep max good? Something I should be doing singles on pendlay rows. Yeah, you shouldn't be, especially on rows. I should do like 3+ reps. I went from 3 to 8. Yeah. Why are some bodybuilders weak? The guy couldn't deadlift 495 in my gym. I mean, they're really focused on max strength, and I think the average bodybuilder is probably stronger than the average like fucking person who calls himself a powerlifter. Like plenty of bodybuilders are strong as fuck. So it's Apollo. What's up, Elio Maxo? Will ever do snatch grip work in the future? I've done my fair share of snatch grip stuff previously. It's whatever. But I was doing some snatches. Zach Rowan, you motherfucker! I will end you. Have I used pro hormones? No, I have not. Pro hormones are kind of dumb because you get all like the bad side effects of steroids with few of the good things. You gotta really hate your fucking kidneys. What's up, Lewis? Failed 300 close grip bench. Ah, so weak, dude. Think heel shows needed for taller people on squats? Not necessarily. It depends on your leverages, limb lengths, and stuff. RPE versus percentages for general jacked, dude. It really depends on the person. I think. I don't think either are that amazing. Percentages are probably better, just because RPE like just that. Taking too much thinking into it in a way because you're gonna feel different day to day. It's a problem. Like an 8 RPE might be a 10 the next day, so it's like not a very standard thing. Plus, most people are really fucking wimpy and they'll say, "Oh, it was a 9," and it was actually a 6. My knee joints feel kind of weird after doing heavy Jeffersons. Any suggestions to help with that? Your knees are probably caving, especially your back knee. I'm assuming most people do because they have weak glutes. So I'd stop doing Jeffersons for a while and work on getting your glutes stronger. A lot of carryovers, Bulgarian split squat, and lunges. Can I give up pressing movements altogether? I mean, I mostly have, other than like this bodybuilding stuff. I'm not saying you should, but you can. What are your grades in school? I was pretty fucking smart. Good grades. And then I got like 1 B in high school. Is Eric's story of using promos for a short time true? I don't know what that is. I don't know what story you're talking about. So, can't help you there. How do I keep heels down while squatting? I can't keep them down. They go up when I'm squat. It really depends, but a lot of it's just like focusing on your technique a lot. Probably have someone coach you is a good idea. Film yourself. Oh, Jesus Christ, this thing's glitching out. Film yourself. You're probably not sticking your hips back far enough. You're probably having too much knee flexion forward. Pecs in the thumbnail fooled me. Told you, that's for later. I gotta warm up until the shirt comes off. I'm 18 and squat 495. Is that weak or not? It depends how big you are. If you're fucking like, if you weigh 500 pounds, it's pretty shitty, but I'm assuming you don't, so yes, that's good. How can I get my abs to show a higher body fat percentage as a natty? As far as, probably that's genetics where you hold fat and stuff, but typically if you have a higher body fat percentage, your abs aren't going to show as much, no matter who you are. Why don't I like presses? They're just boring, I think, for me. I don't think you shouldn't do them. I think most people should press. And I would never advise someone not to, but I just find it boring, so. Cheers. I tried to Bulgarian light, my lower back feels toasted after like 3 days of deadlift. You shouldn't be doing it with deadlifts, that's why. When you did Bulgarian for squats, did you have any hamstring to quad imbalances? Not that I remember. When I was doing the squatting every day, I was rowing at the time. I was competing in rowing, so I did, which isn't necessarily a hamstring thing, but I did do stuff outside of the squat. Like I would squat in the morning and do my rowing and or lifting in the evening. So I would still do some hamstring stuff when I was doing that. So not that I remember, at least. You're welcome for answering. Let's see. Are you a full-time coach, personal trainer? Yep, I am. Were you tempted to go into academia, or was it something of interest? So my original major, I started out, was political science until I changed, which I wasn't planning on doing anything in academia necessarily, but oh shit. Doing pull-ups every day a good idea? Can be if you do it properly. I'm just into this for Bulgarian. So you're probably not doing the Jeffersons properly then, or like you said, you might have a weak lower back and something you should focus on. Thoughts on muscle snatches to fix lower traps for posture? That's not the best thing you can do for that. It's probably not your traps that are causing your posture. Do a bunch of bend pull aparts if you have posture issues. You see Not Strong Enough's video, he said that you can only be strong, conventional, dead, and the rest make you weak. That's not what he said at all, and you misunderstood what he said. What's more impressive, be 140 and be strong for being 140, or weigh 300 and not be too strong for being 300 but still lifting? Really, I don't fucking know. When's the posing video coming soon? Is Jason Blas channel informative? It's entertaining. The pressing, deadlift, alternating. Is it fine to use snatch, grip, deadlift? I know it's never to use a conventional. It's slightly easier, but snatch, grip, deadlift's still gonna fry your lower back. Doing it every day. Any new upcoming Eric and Jada collab coming up? I mean, he's a busy dude, and I am too, but he's in Florida, and so nothing planned at least. Favorite channels? Dairyland Strength. About it. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTubers, honestly. That's not what he said. He didn't say everything else makes you weak. Watch it again. Did you hear about Barbell Medicine, the coaching organization that Alan Thrall is a part of, falling out with starting strength because of program disagreements for novices and intermediates, no longer starting strength? I don't give a shit. They're fucking idiots. They're part of that for any period of time. I have rather developed traps and rear delts, but shoulders still round. Thoughts on how to correct? Wait. Don't you want round shoulders? What do you mean? I haven't seen the Silverback Challenge. Bulgarian split squat relative to weight. I don't know. Don't worry. Just people worry too much about like strength standards and shit. Just get stronger. Back tightness. What part of the back? Lower back, I'm assuming. You probably have butt link. Dude, Nate, calling me dense is not going to get me to respond to you. You didn't listen to any of his points beyond that sentence, clearly. Oh my god. Recent Alan Thrall video is funny, thank you. Just got my beard. I've had it long before. It's summer here now, it's all fucking yeah, it's all humid here all the time. Oops. Wait. Can I get away with 3 to 4 times every other day if my form's good? Crazy recent hangs, by the way. What do you mean 3 to 4 times of what? Like training 3 to 4 times a day every other day? Or training squats 3 to 4 times every other day? Hunter posture, I think is what. Yeah, I should do band pull aparts. And full bridges and stuff, working on stuff like that. Do one barbell movement, one dumbbell movement, one machine movement. Which exercise would you choose? One barbell, back squat, high bar, one dumbbell, croc row, machine movement. What am I missing? Hamstring curls. Iron my shoulders, roll it forward. You have really tight chest and shoulders, which you also need to fucking work on. Can depression or feeling down make gaining strength or muscle harder other than like workouts not being as intense or whatever? I don't know about that. I'm assuming if you're feeling down and depressed, your workouts probably just aren't going to be very good, which is what's going to lead to poor performance and strength gains. 3 to 4 times snatch, grip, deadlifting, maxing. Maybe I wouldn't honestly be maxing out in it very often. If you was to build that up, it doesn't really work very well with like a conventional or a snatch grip even. How can some people are big but weak as shit because they don't work on being strong, they work on being big? Biggest inspirational figure in fitness, Steve Prefontaine, greatest American runner of all time. It's a Blago bin. Best daily set rep scheme for Z pressing, no one rep maxing. I don't know, probably hitting 3 to 5 reps. The last time I went without coffee, I tried going without coffee. I went cold turkey for like 2 weeks, a little before like November-ish, and I went for like 2 weeks and I was dying and now I'm even worse than I was before. Dude, he didn't say any of those things. So I don't know if you're trying to start beef with me, not strong enough, but we're friends and we text daily. Oh my god, I've been depressed now. So that's a technique issue meme. Advice would I give Alan Thrall? Take down your YouTube channel. Get some fucking volume in. Strong Alan Thrall, I don't know. I don't really know what their strength is. One's much larger than the other. They're an existential crisis. No, we die and we go away and that's it. No big deal. My channel, thank you, man. Big Dirty, that means a lot to me. Jesus, I'm right behind here. I don't know. I didn't read his programs. I can't tell you about Eric's deadlifting every other day. He probably meant a variation, I assume. Not sure though. Do elderly trainees have a high risk of injury from barbell movements if they're not coached by someone who really knows their shit? Potentially. Like they shouldn't be fucking going tits to ground on their squats. Certainly more at risk, but I have some videos about how to train the elderly. Have you ever felt like your life is an endless repeating stream of things that don't matter and then you will eventually become dirt? I mean, that's kind of what life is, but not really something I think about. So. I tell people talk about Alan Thrall with you all the time. I don't know. I think it's funny, I guess. Message retracted. That's weird. But yeah, I don't know. People are getting obsessed. Clearly, that guy who I was talking about, not strong enough's video, didn't actually watch it. He wasn't saying that doing odd lifts is bad or they don't show strength or anything. He's just saying like deadlifts are more standardized test of strength, and I agree with that. People have taken the odd lifting way too far, which is part of the reason I don't do a whole lot of odd lifts right now, just because it's kind of ruined the fun of it for me, because a lot of idiots are just fucking doing nothing but Zercher rack pulls every single day for a year, and it's fucking dumb. And they need to be focusing on other shit because they're skinny and weak. So it's kind of ruined it a bit for me, in a way. I still enjoy it, but yeah, it's just been like taking things that were beautiful, like the Jefferson and stuff like that behind my deadlift, and just kind of ruined it. So, I don't know. Am I happy all the time? I get laid a lot, so that helps. Sex keeps me happy. Can I beat up Pete Rubish? Why do I want to beat him up? Probably not. He'll roid it up and angry. I like Pete. Kevin, you should really give the show Legion a shot. I haven't seen it, but I'll check it out. Do you think once you leave this world, another beast will be waiting for you for a final duel at the gates of hell to take revenge for you banishing him from this realm? God, I hope so. It'd be fucking epic as shit. Has Alenthrall ever acknowledged you? Apparently he, on his Instagram, he like posted something, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Being weak but muscular be a sign of good genetics. And there aren't many people who are muscular and actually weak. Best barbell row variation, there isn't one, but I like Pendlay rows a lot. 2 exercise Wisconsin method. It's not Wisconsin method if you're doing 2 exercises, but yeah, you can do it. Alright, have sex, yeah. Put some slow down Slayer for your next workout vid. I'll think about it. I'm not gonna give you tips on picking up chicks. It's not that hard. Just treat them like you treat them nicely. It's not that hard. They're not some like mythical beast. It's the biggest factor to loss of strength plateau. I mean, losing weight. If you're losing strength, you're probably either losing weight or you're not training very well, or you're overtraining, which is unlikely because most people aren't overtraining. But you're probably training in a dumb way. If you're plateauing, you've probably, you've accommodated what you've been doing. You need to change shit up somehow. Which doesn't Alex and Phil. I want to go to buffet with them. That's what my thoughts are. They're pretty sweet. They seem to have fun at their buffets. A lot of crappy coaches. Why did you choose Alenthrall? Because he's one of the crappiest. And he's popular for no reason. He's the epitome of fake it till you make it, and he is also the epitome of the blind leading the blind. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about, no degree. Thinks starting strength is good, recommends it in fact. Yeah, a lot of shit. What if you die and you wake up with a bong in your hand and another next to you? God, that'd be fucking horrifying. What's your opinion on Mark Bell? He's a good businessman. Best collab ever, U3 rating a buffet. That'd be pretty fucking awesome, actually. What would be an acceptable deadlift 1 rep max for Alenthrall? So, taking into account that he's probably at least 250 pounds, he looks like he's put on some weight, so I'd say he's at least 250 right now. He's been training for well over 15 years. He's focused on 3 lifts for the most part the entire time. I'd say someone that shot size should be pulling at least 600 or 700. Thoughts on long distance running and strength training at the same time. I mean, if your goal is to be a good long distance runner, some strength training is good to be doing. It shouldn't be a main focus. If your main goal is strength training, long distance running is probably not the best. You're better off doing some interval work, but can be done. There's that one guy who was full of shit. He made up all this stuff. I don't follow him. I can't remember his name. Where he claimed like to have like a 2-hour something marathon while simultaneously squatting 800 pounds. There was no proof he did any of those things. I think he also claimed a sub 4-minute mile. It was full of shit. Thanks, Terry. President? Fuck yeah, I'd be an awesome president. Collabs on the way. Fuck yeah. Phil, we gotta hit the buffet. Come to Wisconsin. We have some awesome buffets here. I'm gonna trap our deadlift. Good for guys weighing 155. Yeah, it's awesome, man. How do I have behind the neck press 225 without ever doing it? Because I pull a shit ton. They're all strong, okay. Yeah, a lot of pulling. Healthy shoulders helps a lot. I read Game of Thrones, now I watch a show. Alex Viada, I don't know what the fuck that is. I think I made Thrall and Omar respond to me. I just replied to Omar's comment on Thrall's channel when the guy was saying Thrall was stronger. Omar was like, people are giving shit, Thrall shit for. Can I win the Silverback challenge? I don't know, I feel I want one of your Silverback shirts though. But mayo. I have not put mayo on my bread instead of butter and grilled cheese. I have not tried that FS. And then in his next video, Thrall puts a fake 315 snatch at the end after I call it. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Jesus, I saw that. Someone sent it to me. Like, fuck. I've been looking to become an au pair in Norway. Best way to find a host family? I am not the person to ask, man. Sorry. Phil should expose Thrall next. I mean, it's pretty easily exposable. It's full of shit. Except for the Silverback leaves. Claimed he was pulling 700 running sub 4-minute miles. Yeah, that's him. He said he like ran a sub 4 on like trails too, not even on track. Phil and JJ, aka the Blues Brothers, aka the Exposed Brothers, aka Juicy J and Friendly Phil. I like that. We should start like a pure like duo channel. It's ripping shit. The challenge is snatch grip 405, AMRAP, and some clean press. In 60 seconds. Best acid. I've never done acid. Wait, am I Norwegian? I have Norwegian ancestry. You sound like a native English speaker to me, although I'm not one, so I just rip you off. So I lived in Norway for 7 years, and my dad's Norwegian, so I have dual citizenship. So I'm both. Alright, man. Do I do direct core or ab training? Not currently. I have, and I think most people should, though. Let's see. Is it considered endurance training if I walk a lot every day? Oops. I walk average 3 miles a day? No, that's not endurance training. Favorite book of the Bible? The Old Testament, the Real Testament, the Only Testament. Do I ever talk to Alan Thrall? How the beef? I don't have beef with him. I think he's just a shitty trainer and has no business giving people advice because he's weak. And if you can tell in that video, he's a bad coach as well. So let's see. Show this my friend. 4.4 out of 10. That's it. Do I think weighted dips are the best comp? So there is no best exercise for anything. Get that out of the way. Is the best complementary exercise for OHP. My front delts like crazy. Hit the muscle over pretty doesn't. I mean, definitely good. It's not the best because there's no best, but definitely has a lot of carryover. Not a ton, but some for sure. It can help. Doesn't have to be a huge deficit, but they can help a lot. Focusing on that, building your quad strength, upper back strength. I can't pronounce it. Omuranangi. That's pretty awesome fucking song. And Winter Sun deserves to be typed twice. When does my beginner shit come out? It's been quite a while since you announced it. I want to do it well. I don't want to do some cookie cutter bullshit, so it's taking a while. I have an actual job. This isn't my job. So. Have I ever told a personal trainer in real life they were doing something wrong? That's not my place to do so, no. I've always worked with good people, so I haven't had to. Anyway. I think I call it thrall because it's different because he's advising this to a lot of people and there's no one to hold him accountable. With like a personal trainer in person, at least like if you get injured, you can fucking hold him accountable. But over YouTube, it's just my advice. If you fall at your own risk, so. Can you use a cleaner snatch through method? So how would you go about this? Probably not the best. It definitely works. I was doing snatch stuff for a while, but yeah, hitting heavy singles is probably the way to go. We probably should be doing absolute max every day for doing snatches and stuff. Her block pulls help your pull off the floor, and deficit deadlifts help your lockout. That's the opposite. More people who shit on Reddit are tools. Maybe should like talk about Reddit being shitty or talk shit on there. What do you think about random fitness people, YouTubers? I mean, I've invented a few in the list, but there's people fucking like skinny ass 140-pound 18-year-olds like naming methods after themselves and stuff. I don't remember the fucking guy's name. I don't mean to call people out. He's like he was one of Nether's fanboys. He had like the whatever method. It was like doing 100 reps or some bullshit. It's like A, didn't invent that. B, you're nobody. So don't name it after yourself. Would I box Alan Thrall? Yeah, I'd box him. Should be training through pain if you've had lower back pain for over a month. Should get checked out if it's been that long. Could herniate a disc. Were my numbers after my first year of training seriously? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm fucking old. I don't remember that shit. What should I complement a reverse lunge with to build balanced legs? I mean, they hit pretty much everything. Try working your hamstrings though. Doesn't eat a portal. I think he has some good ideas, and some of his training methods are interesting. He's kind of gone off the deep end with some of his shit though. Like, I don't know. His mobility stuff's pretty good. I'll talk shit about Reddit without actually even reasons for doing so. Oh, yeah, I mean, why would you shouldn't talk shit about things you don't know about? How do I find my clients? I mean, I work at a gym, so I go up to people who are fucking weak and don't know what they're fucking doing, or people find me also. What's up, DCUOX Destro? Have I shat or pissed my pants during a grind? I've gotten pretty close to shitting my pants. I haven't puked either. I puked after doing like some rows and I used to run. Never puked from like lifting. Just put First one was weird. I did that 3 days ago and I had sore glute and hammies than I did today, and I have sore quads. I mean, you're probably stepping back farther the first day, and you weren't stepping back quite as far this time. You're more quad dominant. Is it weird that my lockout on deads is easy, but getting off the floor is hard? I'm the same. If I can get off the ground, it's going up. I'm gonna get off the floor as well. It's like working on deficits will probably do a lot to help you. Do you think Elgin has the strength to back up his authority? No. He used to be kind of funny. I don't know. Who the fuck is he? Weak in the middle of bench, do some floor press. Yeah, Elgin, like, whatever. Has someone ever betrayed me? Some biblical shit. I don't think so. Not that I can remember. I don't really have any things that can be betrayed. I don't really have any like dark secrets or anything like that. Thoughts on, I don't know what his Blaha's Bulgarian progress looks like. Like I said, I do my best not to watch YouTube shit. Have you heard the new Parkway Drive album? Yeah, it's there's some good songs on there. Some of them are kind of lame, but there's some fucking heavy shit on there. Actually, I like that. I can't remember the name of the song. They put a video out for it, which is like the lead singer, and it's like in black and white, some light across his face. It's kind of cool. Whatever the name of that song is, that was pretty fucking hot. Shit, got my heart pumping. Wishing wells. There we go. Trevor. But yeah. Hey, Gabriel. There we go. Glad you could join in. But I still do Wisconsin method on a cult. This calories affect strength training a lot. Calories definitely does affect strength training a lot. It's not the best thing to do on a cult because on a cut because you'll be stalling out faster than normal. It'd work. It's probably not the best though. Eric did it, but think time to ever come out? Nope. Is the seated overhead press without back support less or more than standing? Less or more what? Like, can you move less or more weight? You probably move more standing. Favorite Zeppelin song? Oof. Like Fool in the Rain a lot. Good Times, Bad Times is kind of like my go-to. It's pretty fucking sweet. Over the Hills and Far Away. I think Over the Hills and Far Away. Or I don't know. Got a couple. It's hard to say. There's so many good ones. Something I find funny. I find. Let's see. That's the West Side conjugate method for raw powerlifters. It works if you do it properly. You usually add more volume on your dynamic effort days. Funny. I saw one of Dave Chappelle's newest things. That was pretty fucking funny. I haven't seen the second one yet, but the first one was really funny. When I was doing, used to hands up against the wall. This would obviously make blood rush to your head, therefore stretching, expanding your head. What? For a Man-O-War song? I can't say I have one. Ever tried 10 by 10? A long ass time ago. Makes you real fucking sore. I don't know if it does anything. Honestly, 5 by 10 is probably enough. I put the gym volume training wrong. It's supposed to be a tempo to it, not just straight 10 by 10. It's supposed to be a tempo to it. Most people do don't do because it makes it 10 times worse. Fingers as long as your legs, or legs as long as your fingers. I'm gonna say legs as long as my fingers. You can get by a little better with that. What's my deal with Ellen Thrower? I talked about it earlier. He's weak. He's a terrible coach. Has no business giving people advice. Hey, Italian fan. Just wanted to say that yours and Boog's videos always pump me up before working out. Thanks, man. Luigi, that is Italian. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you. What's that machine room basement where you film your talking videos? It's my sex dungeon. So I bring my ladies. Got like whips and chains on the other side of the wall. Yeah, I bring it up on myself and making those stupid videos, but it is kind of annoying. Yes, but I don't throw all the fucking time. If you're new, I get it, but it's just I'm sick of saying. I don't know how many times I can say he's weak and has no business training people, but what time is it? I think you're probably the most mentally stable person I know of. Thank you. I do think I'm pretty mentally stable as well. Yeah, sex dungeon is pretty sweet too. I'm thinking about getting a swing installed. Other than Ellen Throw, who do you think in the fitness community is a terrible weak coach? I mean, Meg Squats is pretty fucking weak. Probably shouldn't be taking advice from her. Omar Souf isn't the greatest, although he at least like surrounds himself with smarter people. Unlike Throw always surrounds himself with starting strength people. What else? I mean, Blaha, fucking dumb. I'm not gonna talk about Chris Paul. I'm not gonna call out some teenager. What else sucks? All this fucking like Athlete X, just half that's just bullshit. I don't know. I was gonna say you and the Boogs Lizard fired me and made me love lifting again. That's awesome and makes me very happy. So I'm glad that glad I can help you with that, man. That's the best part about training people. A lot of people like enter the training industry and they think like I've talked about this before, like the active training people will be fun. Like counting reps isn't fucking fun. Watching someone back squat's not fun, but seeing them progress and change themselves. His on throws with V shreds. Why do people lie about their strength when they are obviously strong already? Like, I don't get it. Why lie? So, we're talking about Nether probably wasn't strong. If you look at his skinny ass legs, he wasn't squatting anything significant. All lifts you actually saw him do were just rack pulls, which doesn't really require much strength. Honestly, it's like if all you focus on is rack pulls, you're probably gonna be pretty good at rack pulling and not a strong guy. Work out for your lats, do pull-ups. Why is Meg weak? I mean, I'm not saying she's like weak necessarily. She's just like, who is she? She's pretty. Truth, transgender. Yeah, pretty much. Athlete Next Prize scares more people into not lifting than lifting. I totally agree. Every video is like, don't do this, and it has like an arrow pointing to some random part of the body. What the fuck is that? And then the video's not about that part of the body. Good follow. Yeah, see if you like it first. I think Strong or Phil or Alex, it's hard to say. They do different lifts and stuff, and they're way different sizes. You label yourself as being real, you're not actually real. Yeah, it's kind of like calling yourself like cool, you're not cool. Nether says man can treat cancer better than actual professionals. Yeah, there you fucking go. Like, I don't know how people didn't see past them before, honestly. Like, you talk to fucking aliens. Like, what do you think? I don't know. If you only pick one exercise for aesthetics and strength, what would you pick? Squats. I don't know who the fuck Elliot Atwell is, and he probably sounds like a douche. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know who the fuck he is, though. Here's Chelsea on the 7 key exercises to getting big, juicy popping biceps like Athlete X. If you unironically call yourself real, there's a chance. Aliens give me strength. Are Romanian deadlifts better than conventional deadlifts for glute hamstring growth? Probably. Thoughts on using undulating periodization? I've never done it. Definitely something you can try, see what happens. Thoughts on Ben Pollock running one of his programs at the moment? Strong dude. Do you have any advice other than loving too much? Starting arguments about politics on Facebook is one of my vices. Fucking love it. That's one of my favorite things. There's people went to high school with who are dumb and have never left the county they grew up in. Who do people listen to on YouTube? Me. Only I can lead you to the truth of training. No, I mean, there's plenty of people on YouTube. If their channel's huge, probably don't listen to them. It's not like a kind of a rule of thumb. They're mostly marketing if they're one of the biggest channels, but I don't know. Eric, obviously. Trying to think people might not have heard of. Swim Hack, James Strickland. Where do I fall on the political spectrum? Far left. I live in Norway. I'm a fucking socialist. Athenex's pencil neck, really. Oh, we're not going to start this into a political discussion, by the way. One ab exercise. I don't know. Fucking planks. That's taking 50 grams of BCAAs a day. I have to ask Eric more on that. I've never done that. Do you switch legs with Jeffersons? So mostly I do. If you're doing it every day, you should probably focus on one leg forward. Yeah, I lived in Norway for 7 years, and I have dual citizenship. My dad's from Norway. You focus on one. I'd focus on one leg at a time. So go into one leg stalls and switch sides. Yeah, I mean, I listen to Louis Simmons. I think Louis Simmons, he's a little bit crazy, and some of the shit he says is kind of weird, but not to be discounted. Oh shit. Phil put me in his Instagram story just now. My man, Phil, if you're still on here. My boy. That's on creatine. It's never done anything for me. I've taken it several times in the past and it doesn't do anything. But I eat a lot of meat, so I think if you don't eat meat, it might be a good idea to take some, but it's my diet like. A lot of chicken patties. If you're squatting twice per week, should one day be front and one day be back? It can be. Doesn't have to be. Just an elderly relative bought you a private session with excellent trainer Alan Thrall. Would you attend? I would go. It's Alan Thrall only. That's unfortunate. There's some balance that occur when you spend most of the time sitting in a chair. Weak, inactive hamstrings and glutes, tight hip flexors. People sit hunched over like I am right now, so everything around the back tends to get pretty fucked up. Put up another gym. I plan on it eventually. Breaded chicken patties, you know it. Am I Jewish? Technically, I'm not religious actually though. Hate to break it to y'all, but there's no God. What do I actually think of low bar squats? I think they're useful. They're a tool. If you're not planning on being competitive and you're an old lady, probably shouldn't be doing them. Like a proper low bar squat can be fine. They're a little hard on the shoulders for a lot of people, not everyone, but yeah, it's fucking teaching an old lady to squat like that, my god. But the starting strength style of squats is fucked up. Don't do that. Thoughts on female fitness YouTubers? So kind of sucks. I feel with female fitness YouTubers, a lot of it's just like people go for who's the prettiest and stuff, which is not the truth with men. They're a double standard, but most of the strongest women aren't very popular. Like a powerlifter I follow on Instagram, I can't remember what her name is, but she's from Chicago and super strong. But she has like hardly any presence online. Fucking mom said that Alan Thrall's coaching is starting strength approved. It's okay. Favorite deadlift variation? Conventional? No, I don't know. I think Jeffersons are fun, I guess. Not very good at them, but I think they're fun. Is it necessary for a late, intermediate, early, advanced to be rotating exercise every 1 to 3 weeks? Not necessarily. For a lot of socialist atheist lifters within it. Is there a reason for recreational lifters to do push presses for size? And I don't think that's necessarily true. Push presses will build size necessarily, or that strict presses will build strength purely. I mean, obviously they build fucking strength, but I don't think the push press is necessarily better for size. Maybe for your triceps, so you can overload them, maybe. But I don't know. The video made an old woman squat, yeah, that's also very sad. What about the president of Israel? I think he's kind of crazy, unfortunately. Almost spelled it right. Thinking about getting coached to improve my low bar squat. Alan Thrall seems like a good choice. You just want to get your chest touch the ground. Not strong enough. Talking about the importance of conventional deadlift and hack and other variation deadlift doesn't carry over to anything. For the most part, he's right. Like the problem is the reason he made that video because there's a bunch of like 14-year-olds doing behind the back deadlifts and they're like let's say do 500 pounds, they go, oh, I bet that means I can do 700 pounds conventional, and it doesn't mean that. So um, that's basically his point. And people like claiming it's a bad lift and stuff. Deadlift isn't a bad lift at all. So I don't know who Jordan Peterson is. Me versus Allen in a fight. I mean, I'm not fat, so I think I can beat him. How old am I? I'm 28. Have I seen Avengers Infinity War? I have. Please don't put any spoilers in the comments, everyone here. I'm probably going to because I said not to, but. Have I tried any new wearable tech stuff for lifting that is actually good? I had like a Fitbit like years ago when they kind of first came out, and the only thing I actually used it for really was checking out my sleep, which I don't know how accurate it was, but nice try, Danny T. But yeah, I like only used it for like a few months, so. So yanking the bar, I think for certain individuals it can be useful, but most people shouldn't be yanking the bar. Saver G, I agree. I knew his name, I just didn't want to say it, but yeah, like if you're 18 or whatever, you can't be naming shit after yourself. What made me start weight training? To get better at rowing mostly. I think part of it too, I was like, you know what, I want to be the strongest of all my friends, and then I was like, I want to be the strongest of everyone I know, and I was, and then just kind of went from there. But yeah, I don't know. I've always loved exercise. I've exercised in some form every day of my life since I was like fucking 2 years old. So. Would you ever collab and lift with Alex and Phil? I've done a collab with both of them previously at an interview. I'd love to lift with them. PC or console? Porque no los dos? What's up, George DeBarakis? I'll pull in the Slack. I think it's very useful. So, only doing bilateral leg work for now. I can't get enough volume from split squats with all the balancing going on. I tried lunges instead of split squats. How long would you need to prepare to beat Alan Thrall and Strongman? 0 minutes. Never consider strong on my friends. Yeah, I mean, something to think about. I brace inhaling by the nose. Is that enough, or should I inhale my mouth? I mean, I go through the mouth. Bleed when lifting. Try not to. I would go like the bigger lung. You know, the more you can fill your lungs, the better typically. So, do you think you're naturally athletic, or do you think that even exists since it's kind of like ambiguous? I think it exists to a point, but most athleticism is gained from practice and, you know, growing up doing athletic things. That's mostly what you do when you're growing up, I think. Are you ready to man your army and go to war with Commander Allen of House Thrall? It's normal that I would kick his ass in like strongman so hard. That'd be so fucking easy. If you gave me like 1 day to practice some like implements, it's normal that I can pull more from the floor than from 4-inch blocks. I mean, that's probably about where your sticking point is, I'm assuming. So that's definitely hard to pull from there. Like below the knee rack pulls are really tough. Which is why everyone fucking cops out and does above the knee rack pulls, but do heavy front rack holds give carry over to front squats? Maybe, probably not. They probably have more carry over to a push press or a jerk. Balance frustrating me. I mean, lower the weight and just really focus on the balance. Work out for a while. Berserk. Yeah, I'm gonna deload for like 6 weeks now. Yeah. Do your reverse lunges with exertion holds? I mean, it probably is easier now. Yeah, it's still different though. Am I jealous of Candy's? I got some pretty nice eyebrows myself. Yeah, I saw filming on there. Is explosivity not genetic? To an extent. Challenge Rebellion. Who slays Alan the Trident? The Trident. It's my name, JJ. Some people call me John. Those I'm training with physically demanding job. I mean, just gotta get through it. Caffeine will help a lot. Everyone's a strong lifter on YouTube has thick eyebrows, Alex. Yeah, dude. I think like strong, big eyebrows are also related to the size of your balls, so that's probably why. Oh, big old nuts. That's an Elgin. He's commander of the Form Nazis. Yeah, like Elgin is fucking. Like some of the stuff he puts on there is funny, but like all this shit now is just like being a Form Nazi. You said, and it's not funny anymore. It's like, oh my god, some kid deadlifted with his thoracic spine slightly rounded. Oh god, it's hilarious. Not fucking funny. That's on CT. He's a fucking beast. Looks he's gonna be fucking dead soon though. He was fun before he got famous, and then it all came an act, and it wasn't as fun anymore. Okay, bro. Thoughts on life? You're born, you grow up, you fuck, then you die. We're just the universe experiencing itself. That's all life is. And it's over. Doing 1 month of Wisconsin meth and going back to my program give me good results. It could. It's a good way to bring up if you have a huge weakness, a good way to bring it up. Do you eat a variety of veggies, fruits, and grains? I just kind of eat the same veggies all the time. Fruits whenever I feel like it. If I take the juice, I don't plan on it now. I mean, Prophet Fear is kind of right about that. Guess I was a little nihilistic, but whatever. What was it like in high school? I was skinny, had long hair, wore a lot of band t-shirts. I was homecoming king senior year. Pretty fucking cool dude. Still am. So, thoughts on human immortality becoming a real possibility within 10 to 20 years. I mean, so the older you get, the faster time goes by. I'm sure those of you who are over like 15 years old have noticed that. If you lived forever, like days just go by in the blink of an eye. So immortality wouldn't be all that great, actually. Plus, nothing wrong with dying. Everyone does it before. Who gives a shit? Just do something worthwhile while you're here. Do I wank before lifting? No, I don't. Welcome, Mike Ying. Good body count. Do I have like a crazy girlfriend? Yeah, I tend to attract the crazy ones. I've had a couple of crazy ones. Especially one of my like main high school girlfriends. She was really fucking crazy. She was like looking back, she was definitely bipolar and should probably be on medication. But yeah. And I just call myself cooler than that. Jesus. Do change the lift whenever you feel like or when you stall. Usually when I stall. And does the next lift have any correlation with the previous one? Usually not. Immortality suck. Did I peak in high school? My hair peaked, but that's about it. Do I make sure to keep care of teeth? I should take better care of them. I drink a lot of fucking coffee. It's like 10 cups a day, plus pre-workout and shit, so it's not the best for the teeth. Crazy tracks crazy, yeah. Is college in the USA Blue Mountain State? No. Do I sleep? Yep. Usually about 9 hours a night. I'm not the biggest Omar fan, but I just vid where he was saying just because you lift, it doesn't mean you're a warrior, savage, hardcore beast. Which is weird, because that video came out like a week after my video telling people they're not hardcore. So, that was a little weird timing. But I agree. Do you think lifting muscle gets chucks more, gets going, you're trying to say? Yeah, maybe. Do you think the 225 times 5 bench, 315 by 5 squat, and 405 by 5 benchmarks are stupid as fuck? Yeah. So, I mean, what if you weigh like fucking 80 pounds? Or if you're 500 pounds? Thoughts on boozing and progression with strength? I usually drink once a week, pretty heavily, and I'm fine. Just gotta eat enough and stay hydrated. Everyone in the world should do some form of exercise. Yep. Favorite things to do outside the gym: play music, go on dates, I guess, get crunk. Oh my God, my arm looks great in this light. Jesus. Is the Wisconsin method the fastest way to great general strength? I don't know if it's the fastest. I think it's the fastest to get good at one lift real fast. When you and Alec address the issue of people with no strength base, emphasizing odd lifts, how many people are you actually addressing? Maybe the low hundreds or even less. Doesn't seem to be that big of an issue, but it's becoming a big issue, which is a problem. There was no one doing it several months ago, and now there's all these skinny people who want to pretend they're hardcore and strong, just doing one-inch track pulls, and that's it. It's becoming a problem. It may not be huge now, but it might become one, so I'll try to stop it. Does working as a PT pay well? Pays me well, doesn't pay everyone well. Most PTs suck at it, so they don't get paid well. I have bottles with a bunch of nutrients and 125 milligrams of caffeine. Great flavor, doesn't make me feel largely black coffee. So caffeine from coffee and tea is actually better for you than caffeine anhydrous, because caffeine anhydrous most likely shortens the telomeres, which is what capture. I can't fucking think right now. Not chromosomes. Yeah, chromosomes. And caffeine, real caffeine, has been shown to lengthen them. So. Can I do Wisconsin method with pull-ups and add reps every day? And how should I? Yeah, you can. Why do you sit in the office? I'm in the massage room at the gym. It's not my. This isn't my house. Really biggest fucking weak or small and strong? Small and strong. Do sounds about rack pull. Doesn't Alex cut? Cutting is a cut. I don't know. Who's Isaac Hunt? I don't know what that is. That's on Kanye. He's a fucking idiot. Recently, that's what I think. We're not happy with him. Alright, one last question. I gotta go, guys. Got shit to do. What are your thoughts on nucleus overload 1256? I don't know what it is. Do you have any fears? I have a phobia of syringes. Actually, I passed out when I get shots. Nucleus overload training, I think it's probably not necessary. Can you beat the boogs in a wrestling match? Fuck no. Content, thank you for joining. Thank you, Soda Kid 1992. Means a lot to me. Z press or standing over press, increasing overload stability, both. Would you crunches with Athlete Max? I would. Tell them to knock it off with the fucking pictures. Alright, guys, I gotta go. I love you all. Stay sexy. Put it in this shit. See ya. See ya, guys. Good. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.